Hello everyone and welcome back to Burst Memoirs. Now, where did I leave off? Yes, I was at the rifle range for about 2 weeks, and once I finished that and came back, there were brand new people in my section and whatnot. Now, there were people that, once the Marine Corps was over or our contract was over and whatnot, I would love to have hanged out with them again or be in the same city as them, and we would just hang out all the time. But there are some that I wish I had never met, and also if I see them in the streets today, I will kick their ass. But anyway, now the people I met when I came in and when I came back from the rifle range, they completely left, either to do duty stations or somewhere on the other side of the base. I don't know. It happens all the time. Now, I'm going to briefly go over some of the people that I have met, but I'm not going to mention their actual names also, so I won't hit with no damn cease and desist, or they won't try to sue my ass. And even though if they win, they won't get anything because I ain't got no goddamn money. Now, I'll briefly go over each person, whether or not they were a friend or an enemy. First, there was this guy named Shark. Despite him being short and younger, he seemed to have some business about himself. I don't know if he noticed to this day, but he inadvertently taught me things about a car, because my first car was my first car ever, and I didn't know anything about cars, especially when I got a flat tire, oil need to be changed, etc. Now, one day I came to work with a flat tire, and I was trying to figure out what to do. Instead of putting on the spare tire, he directed me towards the auto shop or the whatever store that they sell auto parts at, and I had bought Fix-A-Flat. He taught me about Fix-A-Flat. It's a temporary fix for certain, leaks in a tire, but if it's too far gone, I'll have to put on a spare or buy a new tire altogether. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have known that. But I don't use Fix-A-Flat to this day because I felt like they've fallen off ever since. Or maybe just my tire was too far gone and I was trying to use Fix-A-Flat anyway. But Shark, if you're out there and you listen to this video, thank you. Next, we have Pop. Pop was a nonchalant kind of guy. Like, he was very easygoing. He was always smiling, and he got his work done. He was told. He was never in trouble and whatnot. And you never really seen him mad, and also you never really seen him pissed off. So I commend him for that. I wonder where he is now, to where it's, dealing with all this stuff that's going on in this world, stuff that hasn't, I hope nothing has broke him yet, and I hope he's still the same person that I've known since many years ago. He had also married one of my friends. Her name was Kat. I wonder if they're still married to this day. I might have to look them up once this video finishes recording. Next, we have this girl by the name of Cena. Now, Cena, she seems silly at heart, but if you piss her off, she will get in your ass. In a way, that's like the first woman I have ever met that kind of reminded me of me. And I felt like that's the only person in the world that I wouldn't mind being friend zoned with, because we refer to each other as sister and brother. Next, we have Charles and Rachel. Now, it's possible that they met each other at Marine Combat Training or at Camp Johnson, but it seems as though that they were already really close when I first met them. Now, they refer to each other as siblings from another mister. I mainly hung with them, and Charles became my roommate eventually, and Rachel kind of reminded me of Riley from the Boondocks. We have had a lot of videos sitting down at work and whatnot, because we didn't have nothing to do after 11 o'clock, and we would just sit down, take videos or whatever, and we'll be having fun. I just wish that I still had those videos from my Verizon chocolate phone. I just wish that I was a real tech genius to try to recover those videos, because I heard on the internet nothing gets really deleted. It's just, floating in cyberspace somewhere. Next, there's a dude called Junior that I thought was my friend at first, until, he started feeling himself and he started, talking about me and shit and calling me lame or whatever. But then when I voiced that, I guess I was talking to somebody venting about, how I feel about the guy and whatnot, I guess someone went back and told him, but I don't care. Like, I don't care if anybody confronts me or anything like that. He confronted me the next day, threatened me to, go to my bedroom or whatever, well, my room at the barracks, so we can fight or whatever, talking about he's going to lay my ass out. But, all I could do is just laugh in his face. Now I tried to make amends and be the bigger person, and that was like the first of many of the last times. I know that sounds strange, that I will not be the bigger person. I'll just let things be. When I tried to apologize, he was not trying to hear that like at all. I guess he had better things to do or whatever. But I got my sweet revenge and karma when he was about to check out, or he was checking in another Marine or whatever, and he came into the office fat as hell. I was literally laughing out loud in my brain as I was helping him out. Now, I don't mind, saying the actual names to these next two people because I have not seen them at all since I got out of the Marine Corps or before I had got out or whatever. We have Campbell and Thomas. Now, Campbell and Thomas was always, rapping, singing, dancing, and whatnot. And you think they would be like best of friends, but sometimes they will get into it because of the stupid decisions that Thomas be making sometimes, especially with women. Campbell kept to himself up until he got out. Thomas, however, was trying to make a name for himself, and he did. He did by owing everybody in the goddamn barracks money. But I will get to that part another time. I just want to, give you a little tease before I get into that story. So be on the lookout for that. I got one more I want to talk about before I end this video, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind if I use his name at all. We have Nicholas Randolph. Now, I know that he probably going to get in my ass about using his whole name, but he can sue me. Anyway, I met Randolph at Camp Johnson because I believe he was in Camp Guard. I don't think he was. I don't know. But, I guess he was a class behind me, but I didn't think I was going to see him that soon up until those 2 weeks I came back from rifle range. And boy, I got some stories on him or about him or whatever. And I hope he doesn't get upset when I mention this. Well, he probably going to deny it because he's been denying it to this day. But you won't hear that story till maybe a couple memoirs later, I promise. But I believe that's it of who I wanted to introduce. If I forgot, then I don't give a damn. But I'll probably plug some names in within the story next time. But, I just wanted to introduce those folks so you know who I'm talking about next time. But I promise that it will not be a huge gap until the next one. But I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you all next time.